Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. Ah, such a great show tonight, man. Thank you guys for joining in. Oh, man, if you haven't hit that subscribe button right down snare in that corner, rap a dap on that baby, man, and slam that bell out of the park, man, and get you a grand slam tonight. That's going to notify you as to when I'm coming on and talking about all kind of cool stuff, man. We have got it going on here at the Audio Master Show, and I appreciate each and every one of you for joining in. As always, I did want to mention though, it's my birthday tonight, and I just wanted to hang out with you guys, man. Yeah, I wanted to hang out with you guys, but I wanted to talk about a few things, man. But before we get started in the show, I wanted to show you our T-shirts. Check these bad boys out. Yes, this is the new Audio Master t-shirt. It red, and this is kind of like a heather white with gray in it right here. Super 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 comfortable. It's got the blue stars, the red Audio Master on the sleeve here. Let me show you, man. It's got the YouTube, okay, the YouTube little play button and whatnot. And then on the other sleeve, check it out, man. I got to show you if I can find it. It's got the other blue stars. It's got the 5 blue stars on it to tie in with the front 5 blue stars. And here's the catch, man. You guys are the stars, man. And I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me, man. If you would like an Audio Master t-shirt, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, man. Hang out with me a while, man, and converse with me on the channel to where I know you are a real live YouTuber. And I will send you one of these babies free to you in the mail as long as you're in the United States. You got to be in the United States, man, and you will get a t-shirt. They're super super. They're that tri-blend material, so they stretch, but they're so comfortable, man. Everybody has been I've been sending one to loves these t-shirts, man. These were the first run that I did was a black and white, and I'm getting a lot of response to actually make some more of these, and because everybody's digging the black and white ones too. So let me know what your thoughts are on that and your opinion on what t-shirts you like the most, and that way that I'll kind of give me a heads up as to the next run that I do as to what what t-shirt I'm gonna have them make. So anyway, tonight we are talking about microphones, and I wanted to say this before I really get started. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, join the Facebook group. It's really easy to do, man. You just go to your Facebook, go to the group section, type in Audio Master. Audio Master, type it in, and it's going to pull it up. And here's the thing, man. If it doesn't bring you right into us, I'll see that I'll get a notification, and after I get that notification, I'll yank you aboard, man, and pull you out of the deep sea, man. And you can hang out with us, man. It's a great place to actually put your stuff, put your material, tell us what you're doing in the studio, show us your new keyboards, the whole 9 yards, man. We got it going on here at the Audio Master channel. And if you don't know what this channel is all about, this channel is about teaching you guys about studio tricks, tips, what the big dogs are using in the studio, and applications, how to this and that, microphone reviews, unboxing reviews, all kind of new gear, plugins. We talk about it all, man. And here's the thing, man. All of you are welcome no matter what level you're at, whether you're just starting. I love to answer questions. So you guys keep your questions coming in. And for those of you who have done the Facebook thing and joined the Facebook group, I love getting back with you on the Messenger thing. The Messenger thing works really, really good because if I'm away from my computer, it's easy for me to get on here and answer all your questions, man. So I typically come on. If you don't know, I typically come on between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. That's Texas time, man. Texas time. We got it going on here in Texas, man. Always bigger and better in Texas. And I truly, truly believe that because I've been everywhere else and I know that Texas has got it all and we love serving big, man. So that's what we do. So when we serve it up, we serve it up and we love to dish it out, man, to all you guys who want to take in information on studio equipment and being in your recording studio. Ah, so tonight, welcome to the Audio Master Show. The Thriller, over 66 million copies sold. Sure, the number one microphone. Sure is the number one microphone. You might be asking, what? Why do you think that? Why do you think Shure is the number one microphone, Audio Master? Well, I tell you what, if Michael Jackson actually sang through the Shure SM7, and it was good enough for him to sing through, and he sold over 66 million copies of that Thriller album. That's insanely a lot. And you know what? That's probably not even really all. That's just the count that they have. Um, and I don't know when they did that count, so you can Google that and check that out. But that's just crazy to be able to sell that many albums. And here's the thing: when you have a producer or when you have an engineer that can put Michael Jackson through any microphone there is, and there's some $10,000, $20,000 microphones out there, and he chooses the SM7 to put Michael Jackson on, and it hits number one, and and it sells that many albums. You know, man, you're dealing with a real rock star, right? So I am talking to the Shure SM7B tonight, and it just sounds fabulous. So the picture on the tag that you guys are actually seeing whenever you clicked on is this microphone right here. This is my personal microphone, and I take all my pictures for all my tags, so they're not other people's stuff. Now I have used other stuff before, but typically most of my pictures are my gear. And I did want to mention I do have a book coming out really, really, really soon, and I am going to put. It's just a great book, and so it's a coffee table book, but it's just a really, really good book. And I wanted to start introducing it now and letting you guys know that it is going to be out, and you guys perhaps maybe want one. It's going to be really good. It's going to be a Books a Million. You're going to be able to do the ebooks, and you're also going to be able to do a hardback copy of the book itself. So I won't give away the name just yet until it is released, and it will be released really, really, really soon. And I would like you guys to join in and get you on, man, because it's some good stuff. You're going to like it. But back to the number one microphone. Why do I think that Shure is the number one microphone? Well, it just doesn't start with a Shure SM7. Okay. They came out later on with the Shure SM7B, which is this. I can't see that this microphone would be any less of a workhorse than the SM7. Um, I will say this: the Shure SM7, I mean the 57, the SM57 actually came out before the Shure SM7. It came out in 1965, and it's just a great thing to know that Shure has been putting out microphones for a long, long, long time, man. And I gotta say that in every recording studio, you will find a Shure microphone. Show me one studio that doesn't have a Shure microphone in it, a professional studio, and I will have to I don't know, bow my head to that because as far as I know, just about every record that you and I have ever listened to had a Shure microphone on something, miking something, whether it was a snare or whether it was a guitar cab or whether it was a horn or whatever, has a Shure microphone on it. And so Shure has been a leading racehorse in the Kentucky Derby since these guys came out, man. And their gear is built like, oh man, I can't even tell you what it's built like. It's built like freaking a rock, man. It's rock solid. And I mean, I've actually dropped some 58s in the mud before and came out of it nice, and we were able to still use it that night in our gig. So I've seen some Some really devastating stuff happened to the 57 and the 58, and it still worked perfectly fine. So, hang on one second. I'm getting a message here. I'm not sure what this is, guys. Either way, I'll have to check in on that. But also, I wanted to say, the Shure microphone, man, it is a winner in everybody's studio. And here's the other thing I wanted to mention to you: if it isn't in every recording studio, which I believe it probably is, and I definitely know it's on all the tracks that we've ever heard. But it's on live sound. So when you go to watch live gigs, they've got a Shure microphone on stage, whether it's on a mic and an amplifier, a big guitar cab, or whether vocalist is singing through a 58, or a 57, or both. It's insane how many Shure microphones. It'd be interesting to know how many Shure microphones have been sold since, let's just say, 1965. Does anybody know? If someone knows, please type in and let me know how many Shure microphones have been sold throughout the time they've been in business. That would be a nice thing to know, right? Talk about millions and millions and millions of microphones. But here's the thing: I love Shure microphone, and they don't pay me to say this. I just have a lot of Shure microphones, and I've seen them throughout my whole lifespan. And you guys, and we hear them every day. And I want to say, it seems like I read that every president that's came out since 1965 has spoken through, done live speeches through the Shure 57. Isn't that incredible? And I know that in a lot of your police stations, and years ago, they would have a 57 in there. And so the 57 is really a bad to the bone microphone. And here is a 57 with a beautiful shock mount on it with a windscreen. I did a review on this baby the other night, and I just keep getting people writing in. Please do another review. I don't know how many reviews I can do on the 57, man. I mean, it's kind of humorous for my subscribers to keep writing in and say, please do another. Put that 57 up. I want to hear it again and again. I've already done two reviews on this through two different mic preamps, and one through a little Mackie mixer, and then one through another one. I'm not going to give it away, and you got to click on that last video and check it out and see what mic preamp I'm actually using on this. But everybody's been raving how great it sounded through that mic pre. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I will tell you that the mic preamp that I was using has a Cinemag transformer in it, and just makes this daggum microphone smoke. Check out one of my previous videos on doing this. One of my latest videos on doing the Shure 57 microphone. And in that video, at the end of the video or in the description, there is a link that you can click on that shows you where you can get the mic, you can get the same shock mount that I have, and the same Shure windscreen popper stopper here that says Shure on it with a set screw. So if you can see that, yeah, you can see that right there. See, it says Shure micro. Well, it just says Shure on it, but it goes to the 57. A lot of people don't know that they make this popper stopper for specifically for the Shure 57 right here. But it's got that little set screw right there, and it tightens down real nice on this plastic piece underneath that clamps onto the mic, so it stays on there, but it swivels around, which is nice. And so anyway, I've got links down there, but I've got a link too on the preamp that I'm using that has the Cinemag transformer in it that freaking rocks. It actually makes this microphone wake up. It's like this microphone on steroids. I mean, it really opens up the mic, the clarity, the bass response, the mids are beautiful, the highs are kind of silky high for a Degum dynamic microphone. And I'm gonna tell you something. All your rock and roll singers, whether you're and even rap singers, are starting to really love the Shure SM7b. So a lot of your rappers are digging this SM7b, but a lot of rock and roll, like Kurt Cobain, all those guys like that, anybody that has a raspy or a rocking high screaming voice always sounds best always sounds best through a nice dynamic microphone. And here's the thing, I'm really, really starting to enjoy and add more dynamic microphones to my arsenal because I'm just really starting to enjoy them more. At first, I was like, I started out on dynamics. I started out on a 58, a Shure 58, singing just in a band through a 58, and then I want to say a 57. My phone is going off the freaking wall here. Anyway, a 50. Thank you so much. I love getting messages on my messenger. Thank you so much for writing in. And then started singing through a 57 a lot, but I didn't have a windscreen. I didn't have a popper stopper. I actually liked the way the 57 sounded better on my voice, but I actually had to sing across the capsule like this to set up so that there were no plosives going in the microphone. But all my rock and roll singers that come in the studio, I always throw some different dynamic microphones out there. The 421, um, the 57, the SM7b. I always throw a couple of different dynamic microphones out there. The 55, the Shure 55. I'll throw this one out there and let them sing through this one. If you're a screamer, if you're a rock and roller, I just love the way dynamics sound on that because your screamer singers have a lot of overtones in their voice. I have a lot of overtones in my voice, and so I can get by with singing through a dynamic microphone wonderfully, as well as my voice does sound good on condensers. So it just depends on the type of song that you're singing, but a real purist voice, someone like Karen Carpenter or someone like that, that real pure, pretty voice, you want to capture her voice with a nice condenser microphone. She's not going to be a belter and she's not going to be a screamo person, but it's going to be a nice, beautiful voice, nice and powerful, but pure, right? And she's not going to have a lot of overtones in her voice. So with those kind of people, you want to put up a nice, beautiful condenser microphone, maybe a $3,500 Neumann U87, or maybe even a 67 if you can find one in good condition. You're always going to want to put a nice condenser microphone on a purist voice. It's just going to sound the best, and it's really going to poke through that track and make some beautiful sounding albums. But I gotta tell you, man, I'm starting to really enjoy a lot of these dynamic microphones, especially for the type of music, for rock stars. If you're a rock star, I'm gonna put you up on a definitely a sure. I'm gonna start you out on one of these three right here. This 55, the 57, or the Shure SM7b, and we are going to do different takes with these three microphones right off the bat, or maybe even the 421 Sennheiser. We'll get you on a Sennheiser mic, man, and try you out. But here's the thing, man. Shure microphones are winners in my book. I love all Shure microphones. They're definitely the stud on the racetrack, and you can't go wrong with a Shure microphone. Hang on, guys. I got to check this out. Sorry about that. Hang on, guys. I got to check this out real quick. But look at this beauty, man. It is a beauty. Just a beautiful microphone. Beautiful mic. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if I get like that, you can see. Hang on. Well, I guess I had it right a while ago. Anyway, the Shure microphone, dynamic microphones. I'm actually adding a lot to my collection because I am starting to become a firm believer in dynamic microphones. At first, when I first started out recording and whatnot, I was like, "Oh, I got to get condenser mics. I got to get me the 87 condenser. I got to have me a Neumann in here. It's just the go-to mic everybody's using in the studio, and that's fine. But just because it's a $3,500 microphone doesn't mean it's the right mic for the application that you're using it in. And I've been going over this and reiterating this on all my videos, man. Just because you have a $3,500 microphone, it's the right microphone for the right application, guys. And it goes down in history that way. Like I say, Michael Jackson sang through this mic right here, man, on the Thriller album, and look how many daggum albums he sold. 66 million daggum albums. That's completely insane. That is just insane. And you know what? That probably isn't all the albums that he sold. out there. But I got to tell you, man, if it was good enough for him in the studio, man, it is a great microphone. And that's why I'm just in love. Hang on a second. I'm sorry, guys. I got to check this. I got to check my messages when you guys are writing in because some of you don't leave messages on my YouTube channel here, and y'all always like to write in on my personal messenger, and I'm totally cool with that. Okay. I'll have to do that. I'll have to get back with you, Robin. Robin's actually texting me here, wanting me to join something with her. Anyway, so look, guys, I did want to say, if you don't have a Shure microphone in your studio, this is the first one I suggest you get. The 57. Go ahead and get you a 57. It's $100 microphone, okay? I want to say this right here is about $22 for the shock mount and about 12 or $14 for the popper stopper. The popper stopper is really cool because I was worried if it would fit or not. And a lot of people don't even know they make this for the Shure 57, but it actually has Shure on it. Look, I think I showed it to you earlier, but I'm gonna try to show it to you again. See, it has Shure engraved right there on the popper stopper with that little set screw right there that actually tightens it down onto the head of the microphone. Ah, you know what? I'm fixing to buy me two more of these mics for miking my guitar cabs in different positions with different on different angles on the cone. And so I might have one in the center of the cone and then one on the other 10 on the outer edge of the cone, picking up the outer edge of the cone. So there's different ways that you can use these 57s for different applications. And then even on your snare drum, like you can have one underneath the snare like this pointing up and then one on top of the snare as well. And you can do different things. They can be going through different preamps. They can be EQ different right in the get go. So, man, you can't go wrong with 57s. You really need a ton of these in your studio, and I don't have enough, man. So, I am becoming a true lover of dynamic microphones. Sure, microphone, the number one microphone out there, man, especially for the price and the warranty that you get on these bad boys is completely insane, man. It's just really insane to think that Shure has been out that long and to think that this one's been out since 1965. This one, the 57, has actually been out longer than the one that I'm talking through. The SM7b has been out way longer than it. It's kind of hard to think that everyone wants to think that this one is the big brother. I mean the younger brother, but really this one's the big brother, even though it's smaller. It's older. It's been out longer. You know what I mean? So they came out with this one, and then Shure actually said to the boys, said, "Hey, I want y'all to come out with a beautiful microphone, and I want y'all to derive it, build it around this 57 because we need a broadcasting microphone." And actually, the RE20 by Electro Voice came out in 1968. So when Electro Voice came out with their microphone and was in every broadcast, still in every broadcasting studio around the world, is still the one of the number one microphones. Sure said, "Hey guys, man, we got to get our team together. We got to put something together that's going to compete against the RE20." And they came out with the SM7, the SM7, Shure SM7. And then that's when I want to say in 73, either 73 or 75, don't hold me to it, but they came out a few years later after the RE20. But it's amazing. This microphone is an amazing microphone. And here's the thing I love about this mic is the proximity effect is just grade A, first class on this mic. I mean, if you get right here and talk into it like this, you really kind of get that, I don't know, radio announcer sound, broadcast dude, or whatever, you wouldn't want to sing your vocal tracks like this all the time, right? We typically roll that off with a high pass filter. But here's the thing, a good singer, if you're a rock singer, he may be singing back like this and welling it out and getting that brighter sound. And then maybe for a verse or something or a passage in that verse, he maybe want to get a little intimate and get a little close up to it and give you a little love note or two, right? So it's being able to use the mic and work it to your advantage is always a good thing. It's kind of like a guitarist who plays on his guitar for many, many, many years, and he gets accustomed to that guitar to where eventually that guitar becomes an extension of his body. And then he goes somewhere and he plays somebody else's guitar. And even though he's a great player and he can play fast and shred, it feels different to him because it's not his guitar and he's not accustomed to working that guitar. So that's why us singers need to be accustomed to our microphones, get to know how they sound off axis at a 45-degree angle, get to know how they sound, back here, and then how they sound up close. And the better we know our mic, the better we can work our microphone to our advantage, right? And so that's why it's a really a cool thing to get to know your microphone, just like you get to know your guitar, man, and your preamps and all that other good stuff. So, look, I wanted to tell you, I've got a I got a project I'm going to be doing, man, and I've got this Korg synthesizer coming in, and it has a lot of these presets that Pink Floyd used back in the '70s, a bunch of analog, just killer great sounds, right? So the first thing that I do when I get it in is I'm undo the unboxing with you guys, and I'm gonna show you guys the unboxing, and I can't wait. It's gonna be great. And but the first thing that I do before I even start to play through it is I'm gonna get into the parameters of this thing, man, and I'm gonna go right to the parameters. I'm gonna check out a few of the presets, but I'm gonna go right into the parameters and actually put in some delay times on some things that I'm familiar with, and we're gonna get to the real meat of this machine, man. And I can't wait. It's just a beautiful thing, and I wanted to say this over and over and again because a lot of people get new equipment and they set it up there and they just go through the presets and they don't get into the parameters, into the heart of the machine and learn it. Because here's the thing, when you do that, it becomes your best friend. And then you can really get in there in detail, actually set delay times, pre delays, and all this other good stuff, and EQs on the reverbs and whatnot. That's really going to make a difference on how it sets in your tracks, man. And so I can't wait to get into this synthesizer, man, and start really doing some really cool stuff with it. Actually, before I even start playing, you know what I mean? And so I'm glad I'm going to be able to share this with you guys, man. And we're going to be able to talk some real studio cool stuff. So anyway, I'm excited and I can't wait to get that baby going on. But Shure microphones, man, you got to have a Shure microphone in your studio. And this is what I recommend. Get the 57 first, only because it's $100 microphone. And this whole setup, this whole gig right here, just what you're seeing is going to be under 140 bucks. And it's a professional microphone. Whether you use it on your broadcast or your YouTube channels, you're going to be able to use this in your studio, guaranteed, man. You're going to love this mic. It's a real versatile workhorse, right? Second, man, after you get a 57, uh, you got to get the Shure SM7b. You got to get this one, man. It is a step up. Here's what I like about this mic right here. Check it out. I'm going to try to be quiet, but check it out. The screen comes off. Okay. And you can go to YouTube and you can check out all the cool videos that they're doing right now. A lot of live bands and everything that are doing their tracking. They're taking the daggum windscreen off. They're taking it off and they're actually singing. It sounds good just like this, right? And they're actually doing their videos singing through the Shure SM7b without a daggum windscreen on it. So it's really how you place yourself in front of the mic and get by with it. Like if I sing this way across this way in front of the capsule, you're not going to get any plosives, man. All the P's are going to go this way instead of right into it. But I've been seeing them stand back from the microphone, like right here, and actually do their guitar tracks and sing through this microphone. And just amazing. It's just got amazing sounds. It's this daggum dynamic microphone, dude. So this one will put you back $399. This microphone right here. And I want to say the RE20. When I actually got my RE20, it was like 450 or something. So it was quite a bit more than the Shure SM7B. But now I think the RE20s went down to 399, and so that might be a mic you might want to get to as well. But this mic right here, man, is amazing, and I am going to do my first. I am going to do my first video using this right here. This Shure SM7b will go on my next album for sure, man. And I cannot wait to actually start the project, man. It's going to be really, really, really cool. It's going to sound great, and I cannot wait to start it. But who knows? I maybe even throw this on a song, man. Sing a song through this one right here, man. Or I may sing it through this bad boy right here. This is a great pop song. Condenser microphone. This is the Telefunken AK-47, which they stopped making only because they built this microphone. They derived it around the tube itself. When they were running short on the tubes, they says, "Oh no, we got to back out and do something different." But I tell you what, this microphone rocks to the core, man. So this one will definitely be on my album as well. Got to get the AK-47 in there, man. But the Shure microphones are just going to be. I'm getting more and more of them. There's another Sennheiser out right now that's been out quite some time, and let me see which one it is real quick, guys. I forget which one it is. Hang on, let me check it out. Hang in there with me, guys. We got some great stuff. Everything's just blowing up all at once, man. So I got to get to these people here real quick. So some people are writing in and saying happy birthday. So I got to respond to that. But I wanted to show you something. This Sennheiser. Let me go to this place right here. Let's see if Amazon has it. Hang on. Okay. Type it in. We'll check it out and see if they got it. Got to see if they got it, man. Dynamic microphone. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if they're gonna pull it up. Okay, so $399 is this microphone. What did I say? Yeah, I said $399. So for $399, that'll get you that microphone. Um, it's a Sennheiser, the one that I'm thinking of. It'll be my next microphone. It'll be my next dynamic microphone. Let's see if I can find this bad boy. See, they're showing a bunch of handheld Telefunkens. Let me just type it in. That might be better. Just to type it in. Uh, oh gosh. Uh, hang on a second, guys. I don't know why it just did that. This is kind of freaky. Hang on a second. See if we can't get this in there. Push the big go. Hit the big green light, man. Here we go. Okay, there it is. Let's see if we can't get this baby. They always do these bundles, where you can buy bundle microphones with a package. You might get a set of headphones or whatever. Okay, it's not the 421. Let's see. Let me type that in though. Why ain't it showing up? Hmm. Maybe just hit 421 dynamic. See what that happens. See what goes on with that. See if that shows up, guys. Okay, that one come up. try it again. Okay, hang on. Let's check it out. See what happens here. For some reason, it's not pulling it up. I don't know. Maybe they just don't have them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check and see. Come on, man. Okay, let's try. Let's just try something different. Hit the big go. Microphone accessories, dynamic microphones. Let's try. Let's try to do that. See what happens. And let's do popular. Oh, let's don't do that. Let's do let's filter in stock brand. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna go here and we're gonna go Sennheiser. This is the way to do it right here. You got to go to the brand name. Let's see if they got it in here, man. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, it's $9.99 for this dynamic microphone. It is this one right here, guys. Now, by the way, I am going to put some links down here below for you guys. Anybody that wants a SM7B or 57, the whole 9 yards, I'm going to put some cool links down here. But it's the MD441 by Sennheiser. This is what this bad boy looks like, man. Can you see that? The MD441 superior dynamic microphone, guys. For $1,000, 5 stars, it better be a nice mic. So we're gonna put that in our arsenal, man, and we're gonna get rocking and rolling with that. But first, I'm starting my project. I'm gonna start singing through that dynamic microphone. I mean, through that start playing through that Korg synthesizer, and we're gonna see what we can't do with that bad boy, and get her going, man. Gotta have it going on. The MD Sennheiser, man. We're gonna get that in the studio and actually lay down some tracks with that bad boy. We're gonna see how that one works out for us, man. But oh man, the Shure microphones, number one microphone out there in every recording studio across the world, in every just about on every album that you and I have ever heard growing up and still use today, man. I did want to go over our t-shirts that we got out again real quick for those of you that's just joining in. This is our newest Audio Master t-shirt with the 5 blue stars on it and the blue stars and the YouTube on the sleeves. It's a great, comfortable shirt. So subscribe to the channel, start commenting, man, or subscribe to the Facebook group. And if you live in the United States, I will send you one of these. No charge, man. No charge. So tonight we're talking about Shure microphones and the Thriller album. 160, I mean, well, actually 66 million microphones sold in the since it came out, and probably more actually. Just because of when you think about all the ones that sold that they have on record, but then think about all the ones that sold secondhand. So you know what I mean. So let's just say somebody didn't have one, they went to a garage sale or whatever, and ended up spending money on one. I mean, to think that how many albums actually sold by Michael Jackson, who knows, man. But to think that he actually sang through this Shure SM7 is insane when the guy could have sang through $20,000 microphones, man. But I appreciate each and every one of you joining in tonight. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you on the Audio Master Show. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight with us, man. We got a lot of cool things going on, different interviews that are going to be happening. Rick Dana's going to be coming on the show, a few other people. It's just getting them in. Texas has been flooding here lately, and Louisiana's been flooding. And so everybody's kind of in the disaster mode right now. but we're still going to do these interviews. We're still going to get people in, and you don't want to miss out on any of them. There are going to be some great, great shows that we're doing, and there are going to be some icons that we're actually going to be doing these live shows on and talking about their history, how they got started, when they got started in the music industry, what kept them there, the ups and downs they had along the way. Just a lot of cool things, man. So thank you guys so much for joining the Audio Master Show. As always, we always appreciate each and every one of you. I am going to put some links down there below on the Shure SM7b, the Shure 57. Make it easy on you, man. Click on those links, man. And if you buy, it will send me a few little cookies and help my show. And I appreciate that, guys. But until then, man, subscribe to the channel, slam that bell out of the park, man. And that way you're notified when I come on. And we will see you tomorrow.